Hello everyone, my name is Shayna and I am a new budgeter video YouTuber. This will be called PETA's Budgets. Me and my husband have been married for 11 years. We have 2 daughters under the age of 8 and we've been cash budgeting now for 3 years. We are a cashless, cash stuffing family. We do use play money for our budgets, for our envelopes. We are a family who believes in using our credit cards and paying them off in full every month so we can redeem those rewards and use those rewards for traveling. We actually have some trips coming up planned that we were able to use those hotel points that we gather to stay at different places. So we do believe that once you become debt free, to use your credit card rewards to help you, not to hinder you. We also make sure we try not to pay any interest on our credit cards. Like I said, we do pay them off in full every month. So if this is the type of style of budgeting you'd like to learn, please continue with us on our journey as we show you how we like to budget our money. We are a bi-weekly cash stuffing family because we do get paid bi-weekly. And this right here is just a breakdown of how I break down my bills for our budget. And this is going to be off screen, and this is what I follow for our budgeting. So let's go ahead and start. I always like to start with our weekly bills binder. So these are going to be things like, your groceries, your gas, weekly spending. For groceries, I do put $300. So that's $150 a week. I do, like I said, cash stuff for 2 weeks worth. All right. And yeah, so this will be in conjunction with, we do also a Costco bill. So we have $150, $250, $270, $290, $300. We don't always use this in the 2 weeks, and whatever we don't use, we do roll over or put into our savings. For gas, gas also gets $300. We live in California, and as anybody who follows the news, California has the highest gas prices in the country, and so we do stuff $300 every 2 weeks. Now, for the last year, I've actually been lucky to work from home at my job, so we haven't had to need to use all of our gas money, but we do have a large rollover because we are actually planning a move. We are going to be leaving our state of California and moving to the other side of the coast over to Georgia. So our gas budget will be changing, but we want to keep money in here because we are going to be driving our move. So we're going to be stuffing $300. So we have $150, $250, $270, $290, $300. We're going to add that to the $300 that was already in here. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 4, 50, 5, 50, 570, 590, 600. All right, so we do have $600 in gas, which is, like I said, perfect. It's gonna help us for our rolling over, and I'll do my things later. For dining out, we do just $200. We try not to eat out. So that is $100 a week that we do. So yeah, so me and my husband decided to start doing this. 150, 170, 190. I am so sorry, I just totally counted that wrong. 150, 170, 180, 190, 195, 200. So my husband and I had always led what we like to call our debt-free lifestyle. Always have paid off our credit cards in full every month, never carried over. And it got to the point where we were trying to figure out where our money was going. Like we make okay money here in California. Like but we don't know where our money was ending up, essentially. And so in the beginning of 2022, my husband actually was in a car accident, and at that point we were like, okay, things need to change. Let's do this. I started watching cash budgeting videos, and I'm like, I think we can apply this to our lifestyle. And at the time as I was talking about this, I had already gone through the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace class. So I had an understanding of what budgeting was. And it was just basically like explaining it to my husband, who has always just been like, if the money's in the bank, he's gonna pay his bills type of scenario. So I got myself a binder because I'm a color coordinated person. I have to write things down, as you can see if you look in here. So this first folder is pink, and if you look at the inside of the binder, it's pink. It matches, so I know which binder I'm looking at. So I had to basically write it all out and show him what I meant, and he was like, okay, let's try it, let's see what happens. And within 6 months we already saw a significant savings, which was great because at the time we were getting ready to finish a remodel and move into our new house, and we were going to have to buy all new furniture. So that savings that we were able to save in those first 2 years actually went to furnishing our house. We used to do it with real cash, and then at the beginning of this year we actually switched to the cashless version because we'd rather have our money in our accounts gaining interest and earning money. So Costco, we get $2.50, and we actually had rollover. Costco, if we have leftover, it stays in here because sometimes we have expensive Costco trips. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 520, 540, 560, 580, 590, 600. Why does that seem? Oh, that's right, because I had 315 here and I added 250. So you have 600. We actually, our last Costco trip, we had our rebate from our executive membership, and that paid for our Costco trip. So we didn't actually have to pull anything, which was great, because we know when we move, we're gonna have a high Costco bill. We always do when we move. All right, Amazon just gets 200. I do stuff Amazon bi-weekly because we have auto ship items. All of our vitamins come from Amazon. It is the cheapest option. And so it gets a total of 400 a month. So we have 1, 2, 50, 270, 290, 300, and we did have $100 rolling over. This is another one. It stays in there. My personal, I just get a 50. And I only had 15 here because I spent my money, which is okay. That's what it's there for. So that breaks down to $25 a week, or we can just save it up for whatever we'd like to buy. And then my husband, he actually had 150, so he now has 200. And that is it for our weekly setup, weekly binder. Next, we're gonna go into our bills. So bills are a little different for us. I don't budget our mortgage. Our mortgage is in our account. It automatically goes into a separate checking account specifically for a house that it gets drafted from. So it's separate from all of our money. So we don't stuff our mortgage, and we also don't stuff our electricity because that is also auto drafted from our bank account. And we wanted to just know it's there type of deal. So let's go ahead and begin for utilities. Our utilities is our trash and water. It comes out to roughly $250 a month, so I stuff $125 bi-weekly. All right, next is entertainment. This is going to be our internet and our streaming services. I broke down how much our monthly internet bill, and all of our streaming services are, you know, your Hulu, Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, all of them. And it came down to be about $200 for the month. And so I just do 100 bi-weekly. And like I said, that's internet and the streaming services. Our cell phone is $200 a month. So that just gets also $100 bill. Okay, school, this is for any potential expenses that our daughters may have from school. So field trips, school supplies, school clothes. So this gets just $25 because it's going to summer, so they're not going to need much right now. So we have 1, 2, 50, 2, 72, 5. And I actually already bought their school supplies because we're going to be moving, and within like 2 weeks of us moving, their school starts, and so I want to make sure I already have their supplies and I'm not like running around. Kids, this is for extracurricular activities such as dance classes and things like that. Their dance season is over, but I am going to still stuff this just with a small amount to keep it going. So we're just going to do, again, 25. So that by the time we get to Georgia, there's already a good amount in here to go towards our new curriculars. So we have 51, 20, 30, 40, 5, 50. So we have 150 in here. Okay, and last is our car. Insurance is not getting anything. It has $1,000 in it. We're just going to leave it at 1,000. But our car maintenance is getting 200, and we have I have placeholders to not take up space. So we have 500, 600, 700, $800 towards car maintenance. We do have older vehicles with higher mileage on them, and so I do stuff $200 a month in there, just in case of anything were to happen. In addition, that also covers like if we want to get any car care, like let's say we want to go get our cars cleaned, then that money is already there. It was great because we had to get both windshields replaced this year, and I had the money there for it, which was awesome. It was able to cover what we needed done, and it was awesome. The next binder is what I like to call the fun binder, but this is our, what you call sinking funds. I do not have it split up between high priority and lower priority because we are already a debt-free family and we're already ahead in our bills. I just have it listed as the fun. So miscellaneous, I always put 2 tens in here because you never know. And sometimes this goes towards maybe some extra expenses we had of eating out, or if I just need like $10 to create a spot in my 100 envelope challenge, which I'll show you when I'm done with this, then it gets pulled from here. Date just gets 25. This is for whenever me and my husband want to go out to eat. I have a date night, so we currently have $125 in there. It's kind of hard with young kids, but we do try. Christmas gets 50. All right, and Christmas currently has $500, $600, $750. Christmas doesn't just cover gifts, that also covers decor for Christmas. Diapers just gets 15. So interesting with the diapers, we actually don't get diapers anymore, but I have a 4-year-old who wears pull-ups at night still, so this helps cover her pull-ups. And we buy them at Costco, so literally a box lasts us for like 3 or 4 months. And then also we like to buy baby wipes just to have around the house because they're always great. And so this diaper fund is really for wipes. So we currently have $50, $70, $80, $95, which is more than enough to actually get a full box of diaper, or a full box of pull-ups and a full box of wipes from Costco. Beauty is basically for mine and my husband's hair, or for my family's hair. Beauty gets 30. We actually have appointments at the end of the month. And so beauty currently is 150, 170, 180. And that actually is, I think once I get the next bi-weekly stuffing, we should actually be covered for that, which is great. Household just gets 25. All right. For us, household covers anything we need cleaning product, paper product wise at Costco. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I know I stuffed Costco earlier. That's mainly for like food and water. And maybe an extra shirt or something. Household is for any of our paper good products. So paper plates, napkins, laundry soap, dish soap, you name it. That's that product. Our gifts currently only has 10, and we're gonna add 20 to it because we did just buy a graduation gift for somebody. Okay, so gifts now has $30. We'll be building that back up. Travel is our vacation fund. It just gets a $100 bill. So it's 1, 2, 3. It was really great. We recently went on a cruise, and I was able to use our travel funds for all the extras that we wanted. Birthday gets just a 20, and we only have like I think 2 more birthdays we need to celebrate this year. 1, 20, 30. And then this will be built back up before my birthday comes February. Car registration just gets 20. So right now it has 1, 2, 3, 20, 30. So with transportation, we used to stuff this. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. So with car registration, it's being stuffed as if we're still in California. However, when we go to Georgia, our registration changes, but we do have a one-time like tax we have to pay when we first register our vehicles. And we only have to register 1. So I'm just making sure that this is built up to help pay that. But then starting next year, when our registration is due, it's only going to be $20. And so that will change. And then health was depleted because we bought a bunch of our medications, and so it just gets, it's 50. And that is it for my fun binder. And last, as you see, we still have 250. Here is my 100 envelope savings challenge. And so we're gonna go back here, and I think, yes, okay, because I don't keep the money in here. We currently have 1, 2, 3,500, but I'm gonna be adding 200, so we'll add, let's see, we have 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, so let's cross off 39, 40, that's another 500. So I'm gonna take these out. You're gonna be like, what are you doing? I decided I didn't want to use up all my play hundreds here, so I'm gonna take, that's 500, so I'm gonna put this $500 slip back and grab another 1,000. Where's my 1,000? There's 1,000. Okay, so that's 100, 300, 400. Okay, so here's that 500 I just grabbed out. 1, 2, 4, 5. So let's put that back here where I pulled it from. And then I actually still have a 50. And then I had done this before I filmed, but I had rollover money from what we did not spend this week. And I had 50, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So I had another $100. So what I'm gonna do is put the 50 aside. I'm gonna take, I don't know why I did it that way. This, and just put it, what am I doing? Sheena, you're being weird. Okay. And I'm gonna take 100 and I'm gonna add it to my 41 slot. Okay. And then this is just gonna go here because it's extra. And so that means I now have 1, 2, 3, $4,150 saved. And that is it for the journey. Thank you so much if you watched this video. I think my next video I'm going to explain how I started budgeting, and because with all my channels that I've watched, I noticed that they all have, you know, their custom binders or custom envelopes and things like that, and I want to show how you can budget on a budget. So if this is something that look forward to, please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.